Saraswati Vidyalaya Union High School and Junior College welcomes all the students of Standard 8. I, Mrs. Manisha Chaudhary, will present History, Chapter 11, Struggle for Equality, Part 4. In today's part, we are going to continue with the Dalit movement. Let us see, students. The Indian social structure was based on inequality. Social reformers like Mahatma Jyotirao Narayan Guru brought about awakening of the people against the unjust treatment given to Dalits in the society. Following the teachings of Mahatma Phule, Gopal Baba Walankar and Shivram Janaba Kamble worked for the eradication of untouchability. In 1888, Gopal Baba Walankar, in his book Vital Vidhwansan, condemned untouchability. Shivram Janaba Kamble started the magazine Somavanshiya Mitra on 1st July 1908. He raised voice regarding issues of Murlis and Jyotins. He also took initiative for marriages of Devdasis. In Tamil Nadu, Periyar Ramaswamy started a movement for eradication of untouchability. Students, I'll explain to you now. During independence period, when we were struggling for independence, it was also necessary that we have to change the society and we have to fight unitedly against the British. So during that time, there was a movement started for eradication of the untouchability system which was there for so many centuries in our country, to remove that untouchability. So this social structure of the society which was based on inequality, it required to be made equal. So social reformers like Mahatma Jyotirao Phule, Narayan Guru, they brought about awakening amongst the people against the unjust treatment which is given to the Dalits. The Dalits were considered as untouchables and they were treated very inhumanly. They were not allowed to visit temples. They were not allowed to mix with the common people. So all these things should be removed from the society. Awakening should be brought. So the social reformers, they took up the lead. Now following the teachings of Mahatma Phule, it was Gopal Baba Walankar and Shivram Janaba Kamble. They worked for the eradication of untouchability. Eradication means to remove completely. It was in 1888, Gopal Baba Walankar, in his book Vital Vidhwansan, he condemned untouchability. So he very strongly condemned this untouchability, that it is so inhuman and it is so bad for the society. Shivram Janaba Kamble started the magazine Somavanshiya Mitra on 1st July 1908. He also started a magazine Somavanshiya Mitra and he raised the voice regarding issues of Murlis and Jyotins. Now the Murlis and Jyotins, these were the people who were left in the name of God. Their life was also very miserable. So he raised a voice regarding their issues. He also took initiative for marriages of Devdasis. So even the magazines were not allowed. Even the Devdasis were not allowed to marry. So he took up the initiative, that is Gopal Baba Walankar. He took up the Shivram Janaba Kamble. He started the magazine Somavanshiya Mitra and he also took up the initiative for the marriages of Devdasis. Then in Tamil Nadu, it was Periyar Ramaswamy who started a movement for eradication of untouchability. So how this untouchability should be removed? In the south, it was Periyar Ramaswamy who took up the lead. Let us see further. In 1906, Maharshi Vittal Ramji Shinde started the Depressed Classes Mission for the progress of the Dalits. The important part of their work was to make the Dalits self-respectful, well-educated and engaged in work, while the second part of their work was to destroy the delusive ideas regarding Dalits in the minds of the upper caste. For this purpose, he founded Marathi schools. Now, 1906, it was Maharshi Vittal Ramji Shinde. You can see in the picture, students, that he worked for the progress of the Dalits. And this, how did he work? That respectful life should be given to the Dalits. They should be able to live with dignity. So for that they should be given proper education, and they should also be given proper work, engaged in work. This was the first part of his work of Maharshi Vittal Ramji Shinde. This was the first part of his work, and the second part was to destroy the delusive ideas, the bad ideas regarding the Dalits in the minds of the upper caste. For this purpose, he founded Marathi schools. Then also work schools in parts of Parel, Devnar in Mumbai. So his work he started there. He actively took part for the benefits of Dalit class regarding Satyagraha for entry in Parvati temple at Pune, Shetkari Parishad of Dalit Federal Electorate, etc. So he also took active part, and he took actively part for the entry of the Dalits in the Parvati temple, and also for the movements related to Shetkari Parishad of Dalits and Federal Electorate, etc. For the next figure you can see Rajarshi Shahu Maharaj. Now I will first read second paragraph. Rajarshi Shahu gave support to the leadership of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. During his period, he led the non-Brahmin movement. Rajarshi Shahu Maharaj made revolutionary declaration for reservation in state of Kolhapur. So what did he do? His work is also very important, what Rajarshi Shahu Maharaj did in Kolhapur. He led the non-Brahmin movement. Then he gave full support to Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar to his leadership, and he made revolutionary declaration for the reservation in the state of Kolhapur. So in Kolhapur he gave declaration for the reservation. Let us see further. He made a few law for free and compulsory primary education. He did substantial work for abolition of caste distinction. There were 3 restrictions put up in the caste system: interdining, intermarriage, and change of occupation. In this regards, during meetings and conferences, Shahu Maharaj ate food from the hands of Dalit people and overthrew the restriction on interdining. Shahu Maharaj believed that till the restriction on intermarriage is followed, till then the caste distinction will not be uprooted. He passed the act of intermarriage and gave it a legal acceptance in his state. So, students, we can see that Rajarshi Shahu Maharaj really did appreciating things. He made a law, first of all, for free and compulsory primary education. At least primary education should be free. So if it is free, then and also compulsory, so all people, all the students can get benefit. And if the society is educated, then their thinking, their mindset changes. He knew this. Then he did substantial work for the abolition of caste distinction. Abolition means removal. Caste distinction, high, low, all this should be removed. He made efforts for that. There were 3 restrictions put up in the caste system: interdining, intermarriage, and change of occupation. So all these restrictions were put in the caste system, that is interdining, intermarriage, and changing of occupation. So all these restrictions which were put in the caste system, for that he made changes. In this regards, during meetings and conferences, Shahu Maharaj ate food from the hands of the Dalit people and overthrew the restrictions on inter-dining. So, the restrictions for inter-dining were removed. Overthrew means they were removed. He himself ate food from the hands of the Dalit, so that his people will also follow that. Shahu Maharaj believed that till the restrictions on intermarriage is followed, till then the caste distinction will not be uprooted. So he passed the act of inter-caste marriage and gave it a legal acceptance in his state. So intermarriages were allowed, inter-caste marriage act was passed and legal acceptance was given. So because he believed that unless and until this restriction is removed, the caste distinction will not go away. That is why he passed the act of inter-caste marriage, so that people will be allowed to marry in other castes also, and the caste system barrier will be removed, will be given less importance. So you can see Rajarshi Shahu Maharaj took valuable decisions and steps in the state of Kolhapur. Let's see further. On 22nd February 1918, he abolished the Balutedari system by publishing a declaration in the government gazette of the state of Kolhapur. Permission was granted to practice any occupation by anyone. By giving freedom of occupation by Shahu Maharaj, the people were freed from a type of social slavery. So, students, we can see not only he took steps relating to intermarriages, intercaste system, but also in the change of occupation. He abolished the Balutedari system and he made a declaration in the government gazette in the state of Kolhapur. Thereby, he granted permission to practice any occupation. Otherwise, earlier how it was generation to generation, the occupations were carried on and the people were forced. But now, because of this, the people were freed from a type of social slavery. So, all these were the changes brought about in the state of Kolhapur by Rajarshi Shahu Maharaj. With this, we will stop here, children. In the next part, we will continue further and we will see what were the things done by other social workers also. Thank you.